Hello and welcome back to the Livingston career mode, and today we're closing in on the end of the season. It's already February 2023, so I can't imagine there'll be that many more episodes to go, probably 4 or 5 maybe, kicking off with what can only be described as a thunder cunt from Smith in St Mirren. Yeah, I wanted to talk about, well, before I talk about what I'm going to talk about, Tyler Carter getting a very good goal in the Scottish Cup. I suppose that'd probably be his Scottish Cup debut. He had a lot of space to work with, to be fair, and he kind of had to score that, but I'm obviously happy he scored it, being 16-0. And then, before you know it, it's 2-1 to Livingston, and was it Gray? No, it was Navarro that scored. Sorry, it's just a lot of our players in this team are blondes now, and I suppose I wasn't really paying attention to the first team, and then it's 3-1. Yeah, but I wanted to talk about, I believe I spoke about it last episode. There's other stuff I want to talk about as well. The gig. I did the gig. Do you know what? Fuck it, I'll mention them. They're called Haggis Trap, was the band that I played with. Top finish from I think it's Navarro again. But I think he actually gets, I think he's got 2 goals and 2 assists so far now. But anyway, I'm right. We did the gig. No, I wasn't actually doing every single song with the band. I did one song with them. They needed my help. It was last Christmas. That was a song. That wasn't when it happened, obviously. Honest to God, I was stressing about it quite a lot, because I remember doing something similar with school. Only it was part of the choir, and it was mandatory if you were in the choir. And from the music course, or the music class, I suppose it wasn't a course, if you decided to do voice as one of your instruments, you were forced to do the choir. Now, I want to talk about this clip here. Nelson got January Player of the Month. Is it just me, or was he injured the entire time of January? Or at least the majority of the time? I don't know. I think that's a weird one. But yeah, if you did voice in my school, you were forced into doing the choir. So I had like it wasn't a guitar solo or anything. I did have a solo, but yeah, I had a it's like how would I put it? I basically just had a wee solo where I sang on my own without the choir, and I was really, really nervous for that, and I don't know why, because it was the shortest thing ever. I was on stage with a good 30 other people that were all in the choir, and probably more actually, now that I think about it. Might have been a good 40 or 50. And I was really nervous. That was for Christmas as well. Although, did we do Christmas songs? I don't think we did Christmas songs. There was a song called Fields of Gold, and I don't even remember what the other song was. But it was Fields of Gold that had a solo on. What's a Goal This Is by Jordan Gray. Through the Legs, that's why I put the replay in. Through the Legs, I wasn't even sure if it was. And Into the Corner, very nice indeed. And then we get a wee rebound, and it's 2-0. Yeah, so last night's gig, I kinda sat on my own for a wee bit, just kinda going over the words just to make sure that I don't forget them, make sure that I remember them, and then the drummer from the band came over, and he seen that I was sitting listening to the song, and he was like, "Are you sitting listening to the song?" I was like, "Aye." And he goes, that's probably the worst thing you can do, because then you'll just sit and make yourself paranoid. What a save from the goalkeeper, by the way. But it was like, you'll just make yourself paranoid if you do that. You may as well just go in and you know, just get your best shot, just raw. And I was like, fair enough, I'll do that then. And then luckily enough, before we went up, Last Christmas came on, the speakers. It wasn't people playing it, it was just I suppose it was a playlist that was already set. Last Christmas came on. I had a feeling it was going to come on as well. There was another Christmas song that came on. It might have been Step Into Christmas by Elton John. I think it was. And I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying this, right? And then Last Christmas came on before I went on, and I was sitting singing away. Just trying to remember the words, making sure I remember the words, because there was one part of it that I kept forgetting, and it was like the last verse. It was the start of the last verse I kept forgetting for some reason. And then we go up, and I'm thinking, well, actually we don't go up, the band goes up, Haggis Trap goes up, and I'm like, I'm on soon. So I'm basically right at the front row, because obviously I'm going to need easy access to get up to the stage, because there's no way through the back or anything. The only way on is through the front. So I'm having the time of my life, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really enjoying this. I'm completely zoned in. I'd heard their set before, because obviously they showed me, and I'm just in awe, because they're brilliant. Honestly, I think they're fantastic as a band. And obviously the fact that they invited me to, you know, take part with them, because according to them I'm good, right? It was comforting. So I'm sitting watching them, I'm really enjoying it. And then they do 2 songs. I think they had 5 songs in their set list. And they finished their second song, and I see the lead guitarist and vocalist, I'm pretty sure. I see him turn to the bass guitarist, and he goes, I seen him. Well, I never heard him or anything. I seen his lips going, but he was just like, should we bring him on now? And the other one was like, aye, okay. So I'm like, oh god. So I'm standing at the front, and I was just like, right, well, we want to invite our guest vocalist up onto the stage now. And I'm like, oh god, right, fine. And I just I zipped up. I zoomed. There was like this wee cushion thing. So that you have like a wee step, because to get onto the stage was fairly steep. Just for one step, you need to like climb it. Well, maybe for me, because I'm not very tall, but that's neither here nor there. I go up it, and I'm like, right, we're ready to go then. I wasn't even nervous or anything. It was weird. I was shiting myself in college before it for some reason, and then we get to the gig. I'm sitting thinking about it, and then obviously the drummer told me not to think about it too much, so I completely stopped. And then I'm on stage, and I'm not thinking about anything other than the fact that I'm about to sing, but it isn't worrying me in the slightest for some reason. And then we start the song, I start singing, and there's these 2 people, I don't know their names, but they go to my college as well. And then at the front, and they're constantly jumping. What a goal from Sibbald as well, but they're constantly jumping, and it was so encouraging for some reason. I'll probably speak to them tomorrow, because I'm in college tomorrow. But they were jumping up and down as soon as I started, and I was just like, right, this is for me. Definitely, I'm enjoying this. And then halfway through the song, I heard people like shouting my name and stuff. Honestly, so glad that I done it, because the response that we got as a band was brilliant. I mean, there was a few bands that played that night, or last night, and most of them got a pretty good response. Some better than others, obviously. There's one that was really popular. They were good. They had like a dress code and everything, all like dressed in like sort of orangey yellow, which was quite cool. Very good band. I think they played most originals as well, like mostly original music. But I honestly, taking part in a gig and performing at it and having people tell you that you did really well. Reece Nelson, how are you missing that? Very, very encouraging, and who knows, I'm hoping that I can do the Valentine's Day gig as well, and as a exercise in college we have to like basically find somewhere to gig our set list that we've chosen for college. Yeah, we don't really have much music for that yet, but I'm certain that we can do it 100,000,000%. That we can do, well, maybe not everybody, but I know for a fact that I personally could, and my college band is all comfortable with each other as well. So hopefully that's a success as much as the college gig was. So let's talk back about gameplay, because there's not really much left, I suppose. That game ended 2-1 to us. Very good save from their goalkeeper towards the end there. Simulating a game up against Hibs here. And I see Carter is playing again. I'm trying to give him as much playing time as possible because, you know, he's young, he's got potential, 5-star skills. 4-0 is how that game ends. Carter doesn't get a goal, it comes off for someone, Chancery, and yeah, he's getting a lot of game time considering his rating and stuff, and obviously his age, but he is young and he is definitely going to be great. But then Chancery goes and gets injured. Now, I hate these training injuries, but I suppose you can't really do much about them. But yeah, that's the end of that episode. We have Villarreal next in the Europa League, so if you've enjoyed the episode, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.